This room is so dark today. Why? Hey everyone, it's Amy and welcome, or maybe welcome back to my channel. First public service announcement of the day. I'm sorry that this video is getting to you a day late. You guys know that I hate when I miss an upload, but the truth is I had a really hard time with my anxiety yesterday, and I haven't had a flare-up with my anxiety to that extent in years. Usually I film my videos ahead of time, so it wouldn't even have mattered because I would be on top of my game and ready to go. But this week, it's been a week, and yesterday was a complete write-off. So I'm feeling a lot better today, and I decided to scrap my original video idea and do this one instead because I was partially inspired by yesterday's turn of events, and also because it's a really tumultuous, stressful, fear-inducing time in the world right now. So this video just felt like the right video to put out today, and we are going to discuss some natural remedies for anxiety and stress. Firstly, let me just say, if you are experiencing anxiety in a way that is very intense or overwhelming or affecting your day-to-day life, then you should definitely seek out actual medical advice from a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Google is also not a doctor. There is absolutely no shame in seeking out medical help when you have a medical problem, and mental health problems are a medical problem. So if it's something that feels like it's too much, go and speak to a doctor. There is nothing wrong with taking prescription medication to manage symptoms and help you feel better. I took prescription tablets to manage my anxiety and my depression in the past. Now I'm at a point where I can manage my symptoms with these natural remedies, but if you are at a point where you feel like that's not going to work for you, then please seek medical advice from a doctor, not from WebMD. The first thing I highly recommend is taking these rescue remedy drops. If you watch my empties videos, you'll have seen me talk about these before. I've gone through a lot since 2020 started, but these are excellent at managing symptoms of anxiety and stress. You know, when you just feel the panic coming and your head starts to whirl and you just, that's the only way to describe it, was that. That's the feeling. When you feel that way, these are perfect. You put a few drops on your tongue, and within a few minutes, you can feel that anxiety, that nervous tension melting away. There's a daytime version and a nighttime version, the only difference being that the nighttime version also helps you to get to sleep, and I love and use both. And what I particularly love about it is that all the ingredients are natural. So you have grape alcohol, flower extracts, oh that's all, just different types of flower extracts. Wow. Mother Nature is a miracle worker. So I highly recommend these. I literally always carry a bottle in my purse and have a few bottles scattered around the apartment just to always have to hand, because they are perfect for taking the edge off, and this is my favorite way to manage my anxiety. The next thing I've started doing to help manage my anxiety that I am now low-key obsessed with is using essential oils in my essential oil diffuser. I've become one of those people. I'm an essential oil person now. My essential oil diffuser was super inexpensive. I got it from Amazon. I'll link it down below, but I love it. And I have it right next to my bed. You can't see it, but it is there. It's right next to my bed. And what I do is every evening, I just diffuse a couple of drops of lavender oil, and it really helps to calm me down and get me ready for bed in that relaxed mentality. I know a lot of people are personally offended by the scent of lavender, so I looked it up, and there are a bunch of different essential oils that can be used to combat anxiety. One of them is chamomile, another one is ylang ylang, which I only mention because it's super fun to say, ylang ylang. The next really important tip I have for managing anxiety or even just feelings of like overwhelming stress is to stop drinking coffee. I know, you guys, you always see me with a coffee cup permanently glued to my hand, but if you'll notice today, I have switched it out for green tea because caffeine is a stimulant, and anxiety, feelings of stress, feelings of overwhelm, your brain is already whirling around very quickly. You're already pumped up, you already have all this nervous energy. So to add in a stimulant like caffeine is just gonna amplify those feelings. So switching to something like a herbal tea that has like a little bit of caffeine, because I need something to get me through the day, but not as much as, you know, a full giant bucket of coffee like I usually drink. The next thing you can introduce into your life to really help manage those symptoms of anxiety and stress is meditation. That does not necessarily mean sitting cross-legged on a hard wooden floor for 3 hours, unless that's what you're into. There are a lot of meditation apps out there right now, like Headspace, that give you a guided meditation that really helps to keep you on track from when your brain is starting to wander out the door and down the street. Even just implementing some different breathing exercises can really help as well. So something like that could maybe work for you. And then I have this, which I talked about in a video right at the beginning of this year. This weird little device is from Avon, and it says sleeping light. That's the way it's marketed. But if you watch it, there's a little LED light in there, and the light grows and gets stronger and stronger, and then it fades back out. So what I like to do sometimes is just sit with this on my bed and time my breathing with the way the light is moving in and out. And it just really helps to bring my whole energy like back down, slow down my brain, slow down my breathing, and it gives me something to focus on. But I don't know how to turn it off now. Okay, turn it off. Stop. Now you are making me stressed. The next thing that I have started using in my everyday life is, drumroll please, sleepy time tea. Oh, insomnia, my old friend, how you have plagued me for many years. If you suffer from a lot of stress and anxiety, then maybe you join me in that. Maybe you find it difficult to sleep. Maybe you wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and just think about something embarrassing you said when you were 7 years old, but you can't let go of it for some reason. Is that just me? I love a sleepy time tea to really get me set for bed, help relax my mind, and honestly they do pretty much knock me out. The one I have right now is this Celestial Seasonings sleepy time tea. This is not my favorite. Like, it does the job, but it's not my favorite. My favorite is by this brand, Heath and Heather. This one is chamomile, but they have a specific sleep tea with valerian root in it. And this brand is organic, so I recommend you try these ones out if you are looking for a sleepy time tea. And my final piece of advice for managing symptoms of anxiety, stress, overwhelm is to try and remove yourself from your comfort zone, if you will. So for instance, if you find that you're starting to get anxious, if you are upset, if you're panicked, and you kind of just want to wall yourself into a little hole and wallow there, for lack of a better phrase, then push yourself past that. Get out, talk to people, go for a walk, interact with others, do something to take your mind off of it, because it makes the world of difference. And it's so hard to do. It's so hard to do, and I fully appreciate that, because when those feelings start to bubble up, you just automatically want to distance yourself from the rest of the world and just like fall through into a pit of despair. I understand, but reach out to the people who love you, do something that makes you happy, take yourself out of the situation and into a new space with new perspectives, and it really will help. Okay, everybody, those were all of my natural remedies for dealing with anxiety and stress. I hope that you found this helpful. Like I said, it's not the video that I was originally planning on putting out today, and I have no idea if anyone wants to see this at all. But things are stressful right now. A lot of us are still in lockdown. A lot of us have been distanced from family members. There's financial uncertainty and just global uncertainty, and that's gonna cause higher levels of stress. That's gonna make you worry, and that's completely natural and fine. Finding ways to manage that and help keep on top of your mental health is super important. So I hope that you found this video useful. But remember, if things start to feel like they're overwhelming, seek out actual medical help. There is no shame in doing that. Okay, my lovely friends, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already for new videos on all kinds of intentional living things every Tuesday and Saturday. Except this week, obviously, because today is Sunday. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any useful tips for managing stress and anxiety. I would love to know. It'll be really useful for all of us. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.